Hello and welcome to Splendid Alien Dawn. Uh, This is a Grimworld in 3D, what a lot of people are describing it as. I've played quite a few hours on the game now, and there will be, starting from the 5th of December, a series on that I'm doing. I have been pre-recording them, pre-streaming privately. I don't edit videos, so therefore pointless recording them, upload them. I don't edit them, right? Saves me a lot of hassle. They will be around about 1.5 hours long. Most of them are around about one. Only one that's 1.5 hours long. The link for the playlist add in description until the first video goes live. That playlist won't actually. I don't. But once the first episode goes live, that playlist will. So Monday, the 5th of November, sorry, the first episode goes live, and every month thereafter there'll be another video. Go live at 10 a.m. UK. Anyway, when you start the game, start a new game, and as you progress through it, it'll give you the option tutorial for certain things. I haven't done that one. I'm not going to do that one, but I haven't done that one. Or you can do these straight off the bat. Totally up to you. I just started playing the game. That's scary. What I would suggest is, like every game, audio, either turn it off or lower the volume for the music. Game sounds. The other thing, yeah, might wanna. Otherwise, every so often you'll get a pop-up that will open. Can't do anything. So given feedback, or you've gone skip, and it will ask you your feedback on like why and all of that general stuff. And you can say 10, say perfect for everything, whatever the best rating is, everything. And then you can click OK and think you're done. It won't come up again. Wrong. It comes up again. So, in case your opinion, I guess, I don't know. I turned it off because it's annoying hell for it to keep coming up. I think it comes up like once a game, yeah, something like that. Other than that, all good. You can increase this if you want. I keep it on 1 day a week, 1 day interval, but you could go all the way up to like 5 hours, like 5 days. Yeah, every 5 days it'll auto. Entirely up to you how you want to go. Anyway, new game. None of this you can because nothing has been added. Remember early access, maybe in DLCs, edition, scenarios added, game difficulty. My knowledge, all this will do is what you start off with on the harder difficulty. I haven't found any difference. Even on easy, you'll still get the big bugs. Might get fewer of them, but still get large quantities. So yeah, just depending on how you want to start. Right. Next one is this. Seeds make a difference in certain seeds or not certain seeds. You can go in numbers, or you go in lowercase, or you can go in high case, or you can, but everything makes a difference. Even just adding end will mean that it's different seed to what you'd have got if you just hung barrel, for example. Um, so and the what the cap or not lowercase or high or capped, everything makes a difference. So you could go cap for the E, lowercase x, high case a, lowercase m, and it'll be completely different all high, all capital letters. Out of that, but then within each seed, so we'll come back to the seed part in this. When you pick your characters, take note. This one refuses to eat meat. He can't experience meltdowns, so he might be good, but he's incapable of combat. So you try and level him up other things, or he's interested in healing. So he could make good doctor, but it doesn't mean they just because he's interested in healing, he can't become a good cook or good at crafting or good at construction. To max him out on everything else. Don't feel that you are stuck to what they have to offer. This guy recovers health twice as fast, but gets on 25%. He recovers health twice as slow and makes others happy when playing music, but can't fail at medical treatment. So, perfect doctor, but wouldn't want it because she heals someone lower than it. And swap them out, double click, and get rid of the ones that you don't want. So, depends a popular one. It gives you gains happiness when killing and observing, but also finds twice as much scrap during salvage operations and expedition. And scrap can play a crucial role. He's a good one. Quinn is good for expedition, and he's got an increased has permanently happiness bonus. So Quinn and Ken. Don't forget they also have siblings in it. Kana and Yoko. Kana, half sister of Ken. Yoko, the grandmom. So his grandmother and his half sister. Good, them both in there. Mackie, rest twice as slow. But Doctor. So you'd probably be wondering what's the skills well, construction is a good one because the level 5 construction moves the higher tier stuff. Combat would be a good one. These two straight off the bat are research will just mean that you can search things a lot quicker. But bear in mind if you have somebody who want to get farming underway very quick so that you can cover skills for don't eat. Won't say, but you'll find out about that in my playthrough. So you could look for some text. Doesn't easy. You refuse any kind of search, but good at combat, good at healing, good at farming. As an occasional insight boost, makes her a good person, fuses to 20 crafting. But fine. Has interest in farming and cooking, so we'll go with that. That probably isn't the best. That'd cover everything. I wouldn't just see where we crash land. Can't control the ship, by the way. Should be a bit more of our ship come down in them. Here we go. Right. Our ship is now all down here. Press ever. And there's our escape pod. Right. As we came in, we got that to it. Yeah. This is where you get graphite from, but you have to destroy nest all the bugs around. That's a late game thing. These birds, they will attack you, an FYI, and they will go around destroying the trees. Right, so when you start, your first and goal is you'll want to go up a camp. You have the option for also you can go scrap or sticks. I still have people going sticks. Doesn't make much sense to me when you can go scrap. Always swap out for sticks later on, and you're not in one of these young. You're building. You want to get a house built within your first year. By winter, you want to be a little hut or something, even if it's only made out of wood. Anything just to get into a warmer area, because winter bad can end up death. So I don't get why you'd want to mess around trying to get sticks. Scrap off here, get your structures going. Then I would just pausing as soon as you, all your crafters come down, and normally only get 3 pieces that come down after you've crashed. I would genuinely say pause and look around. This is very good. You want to find tall leafy plant, for definite. This is where you get your grain from. Make porridge, and later on you can make antibiotics as well. This isn't so much important, but it's nice to have. Make for medical. Once you've observed something, then plant it. Observe this tree, and then you've got the option to plant tree or that species. This tree to be able to plant that one. That one for all the different plant types. The other one that you're looking for is cotton. That's straight off the bat. Good one, cotton, and one these. Your squash-like plants, basically watermelon, because that's another form of food. If you can't find what you're looking for by just observing, my advice is out, drag your mouse over, let go once you've got an area actually down in there. Apparently orange. Now, some starting areas are going. Some you'll have everything that you'll ever need. Here you can get silicon, which you'll need for making your electric boards and you. These guys, if you poke them, they will shake their body and poison comes out. Affects any radio. Otherwise, they're harmless. They won't bother you. They don't go hunting. Guys, try and avoid. They're just a pain. Where you can get clothes, leather, not leather, skin, which make clothing. These flies flying insects won't bother you, but if you provoke them, they attack you. Meat and leather from these guys. You have to observe everything first, but good for the meat and leather. Bits of debris from older wrecks that have crashed around here. Ore types that you research and like what they are. But you look points. Quite a few aliens around it. But you don't want to go too far from where you start, and that's what you're looking for. The bright leaf plant. Now, this isn't a necessity straight off the bat. And if you can't find it, don't think you have to give up and start over, because you can, when out on expedition, you can find things. We press 4 on the keyboard. I quite intense, but that, then we can go and do expedition. Perfect. And while out on it, might learn about something. So just because you haven't got it in your immediate starting out, you have to give up. Look down here. This would have been a perfect place to crash. Right by this. Oh yeah. And we didn't crash down there. Definitely built my house here. I'm talking about here. Farmland. You have different soil types. You have sandy loam, which affect the growth rate of your crops. Most crops will grow really well in certain types of soil. So bear that in mind. Darker the green, better is it. You won't find out until served some. Again, game speeds to 3. Well, game speed 4 is bar. 5 will bring up your activities list of priorities and change the values. 1 is meaning that it's priority to go on, or go all the way up to 5, and then on your with the right click, do it. Obviously, 10 will give more scrap, so all these would want you all to be able to do that. But when it comes to salvaging, you doing it. Oh no, that's plant. Salvaging that one. 10. Know what you do. Breeds effect. Extra 31 of them. Now, the other side is everything outside of when it's under cover will slowly deteriorate and you'll lose eventually. We'll go full speed. Oh, that's there. That's it. Storage. And beds. Got 4 people, so we want 4. More storage. We'll go with these. The good thing about this is you can also alter what can go in there. So we can say we don't want any construction equipment in there. That's fine. Or we could open it up and we could say we don't want scrapping. And as you research more bricks or observe different things, stone, etc., that list will expand. Like you haven't covered any resources to the group yet. We can say we don't want shoes, boots, and all the other clothing types can go in this pile or in this group of storage. It's entirely up to you how you do it. I'm going to say I don't want any of them in that one or in that one. Yeah. Don't want. Yeah. But this is purely cooked and raw food, for example. All of this will get moved and put into these stockpiles. And that will be that. Once they're built, of course. Bearing in mind that this takes a while to observe as well, so take that into account. We'll get random attacks, so gain a perimeter setup will be priority. If we now look over here, outside it would have lasted 72 days. Under a roof, it will be indefinite. Now, food-wise is different. Outside 24 days, under a roof indefinite, but when you've got fruit or meat, yeah, that will be a bit longer. That will be down. But if you double click on it on something, it will highlight anything within a certain radius, and then you can go shop or harvest or whatever. So covered this, so we'll get grain, and we can plant grain cob. So the name's different. You open it as grain cob, and all 80. We can still plant up it green here, very small farms, get the benefit. Like so. And they'll just go along and plant it, and when it's ready to harvest, they'll harvest it themselves and they've got some green. Get hay from here. Hay you can bake into stone. Or into brick, sorry, so you can make a brick house. But you will get through a lot of sticks, which you can get from bushes, or you can put down one of these and chop logs into sticks, and each log will give you sticks. So 100 sticks from 10 log, and you'll gain roughly anything 10 and 20, or 10 and 30 on the old trees. So because your people will constantly phone. Definitely want to table. Press. If you hold shift, then you do multiple. Yeah, because multiple of the same thing. Um, uh, no, we don't. Push it. So we'll need build. We'll build that. When you in here, you go chop, or you can go chop and then say what you want to do. But because we've already got sticks in it, click on that, we can go insert or forever, or times. How many times? I like to go forever insert, and I say, oh, I want 100. Once there's 100 in the stack, it won't be a focus point of theirs. As soon as we've got sticks though. Oh, no, we don't. So we'll build them. The reason you want one of these is you can cook meals on it, and other survivors who can come in and will say that they saw the light from our campfire, and they headed in the direction. But we cook our emergency ration, say forever, for example, and go cook them until they're fully cooked. But we're not going to do it like that. We're going to say cook until we have 5, because otherwise then they'll deteriorate. So somebody will cook them, and away they will go. So bear in mind all of that. Now, for me, be an interesting place to start. I don't know if I'd want to start up here. I'm guessing the winters would be much colder because they like to celebrate things. I always say yes to them because it helps keep their morale up. We've got ice cap up here, so I'm guessing much colder up here compared and further down. Fine. Probably be hard to defend up here as well. And now, at the moment, I don't believe once you've got all the metal and everything, and you've done the research for that one. That allows you to then carry it once. Now I can't salvage it anymore. I need to do that research. Once I've done that research and it gets to level 66, that will disappear. By knowledge, you can't fill that hole in, unfortunately. Be good if you could. Can't. Present. Research. Go into science. Do out of wood or metal. Ideally, you'd want it undercover. So what I will do. So cam delta. Well, which will expand it, move that part out. So science. So one search there. Production. Want a workbench there. Storage. I would go. Actually, 12 in there. So and that's your basic camp. Food that you can harvest at some point. Don't go around and give them off the bat. Pointless. And these that you researched, you go in and harvesting. Not all of them will light up because it'll say that or show that they're ready to be harvested, that you've highlighted. They ain't fully grown at that point. But when you harvested them, you'll get the grain off them. I'll put it in storage. Yeah, definitely don't give them too much to do because it'll overwhelm them and they'll burn out quicker and get more frustrated. If they have a tantrum, they can go wandering off. They can start going around kicking things, destroying it. Anything can happen, binge eating. You want to try and keep their happiness. And disturb sleep, -12. A few fun things to do, -9. But +50 for the survivor descent. So right now they're happier than they are sad. So there you go. Now we can go into the fire and we can go, right, we want to do grain porridge until we 5 of them. When you've got a refrigerator or a freezer, which comes under power, and you don't have that, we'll have. So this is an important one. Get lightning strikes. So having this, I mean, and for here, for example, behind here, it'll have a radius, and lightning will only strike that. Anything within that radius is protected. So having them are a good idea. Having this one is important. Having that one is important. Having that one is important, and obviously basic construction and fortifications is important, as is this. So I would say get your lightning bolt up, get your thing, get your other thing up. That tells you at the bottom what you can do. I left shift and moved it up the first. And I wrote that. That's the way I would go, straight off the bat. Wouldn't want that one, just I would want that one. There you go. This one will allow me to break down using sticks to keep it lit. Allow me to use scrap metal to make alloys, which will come in handy for when you do all of this stuff, and as well as but yeah, so that's the basics of getting everything started. So in more advanced save game, yes, see where I am on my I've got power, I've got defenses, I've got storage, more storage, and more storage, and more storage, and farms, silicon, and watermelon, or melons, buttermelon, and grain. Solar panels are the best for getting the power in because you're guaranteed to always get, these ones are the graphite ones, but the basic ones will give 20 power each, and you're guaranteed to get 20 power unless certain can happen. Wind turbines, they don't generally generate much. They are never going to generate the maximum power until you get a storm. Then they'll start generating that power. Normally you're generating 4 to 8 power each. So don't build loads of them thinking that they're going to be good enough. May as well go solar panel. And then batteries. These are the advanced batteries, but the basic batteries will give you 100 distribution and a 1000 storage per battery. These do go with one another. So what I mean is the discharge rate, because I've got 5 batteries, is actually 1000 units of power in one go, because each one of these combine with each other. Same with the power storage. So I've got a maximum of 1000, but on discharge I've got up to 1000 power that can be discharged at any one moment. Research this when you can before you research turrets. This will allow you to set it a circuit that isn't in any one of the circuits that isn't in. Set your turrets when you've built them, that same circuit, and what will happen, these will only activate when anything comes within that radius. As soon as a predator comes within this radius, hostile, these turrets will come online and attack it. They'll shoot at it, and then once it's dead or they're dead, they'll go offline again, thus saving you power. One will consume 40 units of power, and you don't want 40 units of power going out of your off your grid constantly, because each one at 40, 200 units of power going off the grid just off them 5, and I've got another over here. You don't want that. That's just overkill. So let's just don't have to worry about that. Yeah, you get married, so that's a thing. Can't have kids on here, but you get married. And these have got their own little interesting story going on. As for your defences, this is the kind of defence system that you want. Either put a gate in and leave the gate open, or leave an opening and then build this kind of setup with traps. These just cost scrap metal to build, and once they're triggered, some of them get damaged, some of them, or most of them, reset, and that's it. It's not very costly to keep them, it's costly to pay them in large groups like this. But any predators coming in will get trapped in, hurt themselves, and they'll carry on walking down, triggering more until they gain the radius of this. These will open fire on them. But you must leave an opening for them, and then they'll all head that way to try and gain to that opening. So keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to use fencing. I'm in year 7, as you can see, and I'm still using fencing. And like 48, 49, 50 days, something like that in a year. Winter is a long time. We'll get additional wrecks that will drop. I haven't had one land on my house yet, which is interesting. Hopefully they don't. There's the long distance loon that I was on about. Get these Tachyon, that little lighter shade behind the background of the AP. That's how happy they are. That'll rise and drop. And you want to send your happiest person, honest, on an which will be and either Ken will go to sleep, or when he's finished, he'll go on the expedition. He'll fly away, and he's going on the expedition. This takes fuel. Ours takes 30. Get the advanced, the breakthrough type. Then you can 15 fuel. Talking about seeds now and the breakthrough. These are subject to app seed. You can get additional ones through expedition, But bear in mind what you start with. Like I started off with my battery, solar panel I got from an expert. Or did I? Yeah, I might have got fuel fermentation, antibiotics, production. Oh yeah. 50 emergency rations, 25 medikits, aesthetics, or a random weapon. Go with the random weapon. I always go with the random weapon. Just kind of have good over there. 73 antibiotics, 10 bandages. I don't think about medicals. As you can see, they'll just harvest on their own. As long as you've got the got the priorities set so everyone can do what they can do. Unless they're not interested in it, they'll be crossed through there because facing that they will never that particular. But leveling up your 10. Saw him in the other one. He wasn't his gain there. Quinn. Vanessa. So you can level them up and they go up to level 10 on everything that they're in, that they're willing to work on. And we got a basic gun. Laser pistol. We got 3 2.0 laser pistols now. I was hoping for a railgun person. So, Twin. Go next. Akion. Twin. Go on that one. And when he wakes up, he'll go on that one. But once you've got like minor freezers, so if we look at this now, refrigerated will last 54 days, frozen indefinite. Well, mine are in a freezer, so I haven't got to worry about them going off unless the freezer breaks down, which can happen. And all the food types in they're frozen, they will last forever. The freezer thing. So having freezers over refrigerators more beneficial. An electric oven allows you to do a lot more. I haven't got any of these. But bearing in mind happiness effect plus 12, so I could do that and get 12. I could do and get plus 12 from that. Plus 12 from buttermelon. Baked grain and buttermelon. So I could say make veggie soup no more. Don't make porridge anymore, just focus on the pies. Same cracker random weapon. Make up drinks, coffee. There's your quick meals, your tasty meals, and your chef. So, group includes a beverage and 18 happiness. So they are beneficial to do more advanced meals. At the moment I'm just doing the quick. I will swap over at some point. Working on building house. Now Bloom's back. And he found a balloon. Now as soon as they get off the air balloon they always go to fuel and then refuel it. They never pick up whatever they've dropped and take it to storage whilst going to storage to pick up fuel. Kind of weird, but maybe that'll change. Hopefully it does. And we're going to be under attack. What was on about being attacked? These are the small guys. When they're the big ones, they can be devastating. These are the big scorpions, but they're not the main biggest of the scorpions. They get bigger. Fewer black ones, they can be quite deadly. But you can get them in small ones like these as well, and they're going to come. They may split up into two divisions, going that way. Speed up time. Well, these guys. Get some weapons. We'll find out how good the lasers are. Maybe they have a wider firing arc. And when they do get aggressive, time meat goes down. But up, they are going straight for your control. Bear that in mind. These scorpions can shoot quite far as well. The bigger they are, the further they can shoot. These guys, if they get through, they can be deadly, especially the bigger ones. But this is why you want traps. And that's why you want turrets. It's loud. Firing gallery down there. You know what these remind me of? If you've ever watched Aliens, the movie, it's Alien 2, which is called Aliens, that's what they remind me of. The sensor turrets that they're putting in out there in the corridors. That's them. And these guys will go out there and reset all of them traps eventually. These are deciding they've had enough. We've got a couple there damage. You there dead. These going that way. Okay. So they're going to try and get to these turrets. So they've gone. Yeah, we ain't that stupid to carry on walking through here. Oh, okay. Maybe that scared them. And actually, we'll go the other way. Going to carry on, or are you going to go? Yeah, no, actually, we'll go the other way. Good. Oh, they're going back in. That one's going to die in. Like that. They're out there resetting all of them first. So that one's going back out. If they keep doing that and you don't, that was clever. Treatment there, will you? Draft. Okay, they're all dead. But you can draft and left shift on each one. Draft, and you'll draft them all, and then you tell them where to go. You have complete control of them. You can buy some things. It's all good. These you can double click on them and say harvest. So it selects all of that. Harvest. And these will give us currently 14 insects. Don't worry about the pterodactyl. It won't hurt you. It will just come in and scavenge off the floor. They only ever come when you've got deadline around. Although you can lure them with trap. Defense. Takes 5 sticks and then me. place that somewhere and you'll get pests that will run around and cause havoc, eating all of the foliage. And any carcasses will go and try and eat them. Having them around, they'll come and try and get to them, and that means that they'll get slaughtered. Way of getting rid of. But you'll also have the birds come trying to eat your meat. So stuck on farming, I have quite a bit that I can plant. Currently I can plant that tree, but I can't plant bush. I haven't observed them, but I can do cotton. These will give you wheat syrup, hay, silicon, skin bark, fruit bush, make wine from the berries, the watermelon or the buttermelon, and the green. But I built that house in year 1, and they've been in that house ever since. The reason why I've decided I want to make a bigger, better house. If we look at research, I can't do any of these. I've got carbon nanites. I need to go and destroy a nest to get the graphite. Be able to make the nanon. What does that? Those can them away. I don't want the weapons deteriorating because of carrying them. So go ahead. Then you can get back to doing whatever you was doing. Ignore that. It just means I've got it. That needs doing. I have got the resources in there. If you look at the top, 444 stone, which asking for concrete. Well, I don't have any concrete, but they are going to craft concrete from the stone. Anyway, I don't think I'm really else to discuss. Eventually, your plan will be to build a concrete or some kind of base, and you'll want to put it. That will allow you to get. Look at it. Tell you. Rescue pods and supply crates. Eventually, you'll also want this. If you want to go off the planet, you'll want this. And the orbital radio. Both can loss of power, 150 power. But just them two. But you'll want both of them, and then if you want to get your people off, you'll need this for the rescue pod, and then get your guys out of there. And once your last person leaves, that's it, or you're done. And you'll get these random events that'll come up that you go and have a look. And if you're lucky, you'll find a new survivor who will join you. Go from there. But yeah. You got a sneak peek of what my base is like in the episode 12. That's how many episodes I've done already. 12 weeks worth of videos of this series out starting the 5th of December. But you'll see me progress from crashing to this state. Well, definitely if you want to know how I got to here, well, you'll have to watch the episodes when they start coming out. The game is £25 on Steam, okay, or British sterling. I don't know what that is in your currency, wherever you are around the world. I don't know if you can get a Steam key from anywhere else. I don't know if it's available on any other gaming app, but it might be. And you like RimWorld, then this might be a game for you. It hasn't long been out. An early access. There are more to be much more things to be added. There are balancing that they're going to be working on. There's a lot more. I would say worth its money. I haven't stopped playing this game since I got it. Put it that way. And I couldn't get into RimWorld. I looked at people playing it, and I don't know. I bought the game thinking, yeah, that's my kind of game. Yeah, I just can't. I watch videos and stuff, or people streaming it, and that's boring. Turn it off. So for me to be like this game when I couldn't get into RimWorld, say something, but it is my kind of game. Like RimWorld is my kind of game, but for some reason it just doesn't click with me as having any interest. And the DLCs that they're coming out with, and the cost of them, and I'm looking at them going, are they really worth that much? Wouldn't that have just been a base game feature? Why could we have to pay just to be able to have children? Is this The Sims now? But anyway, the tutorials will teach you, they are very good, and they will teach you. So by all means, get them, do them. It's around about 3 hours worth of tutorials, something like that. 2 hours, half hours, something like that. If that, I don't know exactly offhand, but save that. Because I'm only recording now when I'm at that stage. Tutorials will tell you how long. 15, 25, 35, 45, 5, 1 hour and 5 minutes. Do all of them. Or you can go in blind, and then you'll get asked, do you want to do the tutorial? You can say yes. Whilst you're playing a game, mind you. Whilst you're playing the game, do you want to do the tutorial? You can go, yeah, without saving your game, without exiting, going to the main menu. Once the tutorial's done, it'll put you back in your game that you was playing. Nothing will have happened. It will have paused your game while you was doing the tutorial. So that's a neat thing. You do have a way of finding information out while you're playing as well, like an encyclopedia within the game. It's a well-polished game considering it's early access. There are things that could be done better, but for the most part, I mean, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So, description, link, playlist, coming 5th of December, and or starting from the 5th. And is Stranded Alien Dawn. What else can I? Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you start watching the series when it starts going live. Till then, see ya.